going on, my beautiful fellow collectors? Welcome to the weekly comic wrap-up, episode 108, where we bring you guys the FOC selections of the week, followed by some market report, and then we top it off with the hot topics. But tonight, my brother Love for Comics was basically the Santa Claus, apparently, on this channel, because every month this boy has been swinging by, dropping some goods for you guys. So, of course, with that being said, there's a giveaway. Yeah, there's a giveaway tonight. So hang tight. You know how he does it. Always brings some awesome stuff. If you guys checked out his Instagram, you checked out my Instagram, you know what we're giving away. But if you don't, well, you're going to have to stick around. But before we kick off the show, tomorrow night, guys, Comic Legion goes live Mondays, every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, with their new Comic Book Day claim sale. So if you have any books that you may have missed and you didn't pre-order and they're coming out this week, well, you have the opportunity to pick them up. Again, they go live 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Feel free to claim away, hang out. The show's hosted by Lefteros and Chia Pet. And if you don't want to claim any books, you just want to hang out with the awesome crew, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Just make sure to hit the subscribe button. Like I said, they go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And a reminder, this is Steve Continues. That's right. Steve is back again tonight. The boy's been busy. That's right. The reads, I don't know how he did this week. We'll see. But I know he's been watching some films. Yeah, he's liking the MCU, I think. We'll see. He's got a colored chart and everything. So we'll see where he's at and what he's digging and what he's not digging. But let's not keep the main guest of honor hanging out backstage for too long. Let's bring him in. My brother Love for Comics. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Not much, dude. Not much. Look at crazy. Oh, yeah. The sound effects. I forget that you do that every single time.
What's going on, everybody? Happy weekend.
Yeah, man, dude, it was a busy one for me. I don't know about you, dude. My kids started hockey. Yeah, I know. Canadian thing, right? But yeah, they started hockey, and man, they had me on the ice like I think 4 times this weekend already, man. Already. That's where we're at, bro. Do you skate?
Well, yeah, I used to play hockey.
No way.
Back in the day when I was a kid, though.
Really?
Yep. I was a goalie.
A goalie, dude. Shout out to the people that raised you, because being a goalkeeper is the most expensive place.
I didn't even want to play. Well, you know what? Make him. He's big, so make him a goalie.
You were like Goldberg in the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it, man. I love it. Yo, it's fun times. Yeah, it is. It's amazing, man. I'm enjoying watching the kids play hockey, man. It's cool, man. You get to relive some things. Dude, I picture, like, I used to watch my little brother play hockey all the time, man. So it's fun to do that now with them and live that. But yeah, yo, hockey, dude, I'm feeling it, man. I'm 35, bro, and like my body's like not feeling the same like it used to. Yo, I fell on my ass once, bro. It's hard to sit in the seat.
Oh my god, you might have hurt your tailbone or something.
Exactly. But yeah, man, yo, we were just talking backstage about some of the stuff that you've got up and coming. I keep telling everybody that, you know, when it comes to Whatnot stuff, you've got some of the best books that hit Whatnot at all times, man. You know, and I say this about you. I'll say this about Comic Ozzy. Now we've got Comic Legion, who's entered the chat.
I can't compete with Comic Ozzy, man. Comic Ozzy has all the goods. Golden Age, Silver Age, he just brings the heat.
Yeah, dude. But there's a lot of great people. But man, I love the stuff that you do because there's always some good reason behind it as well, too. You do a lot of giveaways over on your Whatnot as well. So I encourage everybody, man. If you're not already following him over on Whatnot, do so. Please do so. You were just talking about some of the things you're planning on doing real soon, right?
Yeah. I got a Baltimore Comic Con. What do you call I got VIP passes for Baltimore Comic Con, so they have an intimidating list of guests. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I'm gonna be there hunting for signatures and politicking with some friends, you know.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome. So you're doing Baltimore? You're doing New York?
No, not to New York.
That's too much madness. Too much
Yeah.
madness.
I wanted to go up because I'm due for a trip to New York. But I just got so much going on over here too. So I said, you know what, let me wait. And I got even offered passes for New York. So
yeah, that's awesome, man. But yes, con season, man. We're getting close to New York Comic Con. We'll talk about some of that stuff as well because there's some news coming out of that. There's some other cons too that I just there's some news regarding one particular con that I kind of want to talk about. It's a
I already
bit
know.
it's a bit strange. It's a bit strange, but we'll touch on that. But love, bro, always a pleasure. I appreciate you for sure for coming to hang out tonight. We have a lot to talk about, of course, with the FOC, the market report, and the hot topics. Hot topics. I don't know, man. It could go either way, bro. It could get really spicy, or we can just ease through that. But none of that ever happens. The ease part doesn't happen here too often. But we'll see how this all plays out. So we'll kick off the show with the FOC selections of the week. Sir, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. All right, boys and girls, it's time for the FOC selections of the week for September 29th. And of course, these selections are made none other than by then Leftheros. If you guys are not familiar with Leftheros, well, get familiar. Go check him out over on Instagram. It's very simple, at Leftheros. And he's always dropping some teasers of some of his FOC picks, New Comic Book Day, in collaboration, of course, with Covrprice. But if you want to read the full articles as to what he is selecting and why, you could always go visit the Covrprice website. Again, it's covrprice.com. And they've got tons of great content there as well. Some cool people too, man. Some cool people too. But let's not get into that. If you live in the United States and you want to order any of these books tonight, well, you can check out comicnation.us. They give you 15% off of the cover price, but get an additional 5% off by using discount code Black Crown. And if you're in Canada, well, we got Comic Legion, 20% off every single week on the FOC cover price. But if it's your first order, use discount code Enlist to get an additional 5% off. Love, bro, we're going to start it off with some heat, bro, with a banger. Is that okay with you? I want to do it like that.
Let's see where your banger is.
We're banging away, baby, because we got Absolute Wonder Woman issue 13, this being the cover A. Here we're getting the possible first full appearance of Absolute Zatanna. We know for a fact we got her in issue 12. She was all tied up, straight jacket, mouth covered. Absolutely no way for the woman to do any type of magic or anything, but it's looking like we're going to see her in a first full in issue 13. It could even be 14. Who knows? Maybe they just completely skip over 13. And then we see her in 14. But one thing's for certain, after reading issue 12, I ain't missing another issue until she makes her way. So 13 is an absolute order for myself. No pun intended.
Definitely. It's in my pull list too. They got Diana going crazy, trying to solve a problem around the world. And it's just definitely on my pull list.
Yeah, dude. It was such a great read. I'm loving Absolute Wonder Woman. I say this every week. Anytime we talk about anything Absolute Universe, it's some of my favorite stuff. So, yeah, for me, no brainer, absolute pickup for myself. Like I said, we already saw a cameo, so to speak, for Absolute Zatanna in issue 12. So, issue 13, yeah, I'm definitely grabbing one or two, maybe a second. We shall see. But yes, Absolute Wonder Woman issue 13 is a must. Another big one, guys. Death of the Silver Surfer issue 5 gives us the first full appearance and cover of the new Silver Surfer Kelly Co. Death of Silver Surfer Norrin Rad. Oh no. Rad is biting the bullet. Let's get our pitchforks. And no, I'm kidding, guys. Y'all know that Norrin Rad is gonna come back at some point. It always happens that way, but Kelly Co, it was inevitable. If you guys were reading the series, you knew that this was pretty much going to take place. And if you also kept an eye out on the news that dropped a few months back regarding this series, we also knew that this was coming. And here we go with the final issue now, being Death of the Silver Surfer issue 5. I'm excited for this. Let's see how they write this character moving forward after this. You know what I mean? I'm sad that Norrin's going to bite the bullet, but yeah.
I mean, they've been saying it all along. Death of Silver Surfer. So, you can't be too surprised.
Yeah, no, exactly. We got Comic Maniac in the chat saying Silver Surfer so strong. I can't see him dying so easily. Exactly, man. He's got to go down. It's got to be guns blazing, man. It's got to be that way. That's the only way I see it.
Let's see what they do. Hopefully, they do it justice.
Yeah, absolutely. But like I said, I don't rule out Norrin Rad for a long-term thing. So I would imagine. Give it a. I'm going to say 2 years. I would think a 2 year stay.
Yeah, this is Norrin Rad we're talking about here.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot to do it at the start of the show, but I got to shout out the chats, man. You guys showed up early, man. You were here, man. So shout out to all of you. Those of you catching the replay, of course, nothing but love. Hope as many of you possible tonight could be here live rather than watching the replay because there's a giveaway. So just a reminder. But moving on from this, we've got Detective Comics 1102, so 1102, cover A, possibly the first appearance of the Lion. Now, I'm not on Detective Comics. I can't say too much about this, but somebody who can say something about this is Lefteros, man. And Lefteros actually dropped a couple of notes for this for the guy who is not reading. So that being said, he says that Tom Taylor apparently took to social media to tell us that the newest Batman Rogue was coming in this arc, but he did not specify which issue this would be happening in. Lefteros has a feeling that this is the issue that will feature at least a cameo with a possible first full appearance of the Lion in 1103. So either we're getting the first full here or in the next issue. So just want to put that out there for you guys. But if you guys are also cover lovers like myself, we have our cover lover selections, right? We've got our cover selections of the week every now and then. I think this falls in both, right? You've got a possible first appearance, but I think Janin did a great cover. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's a nice cover too. Is that Mr. Terrific back there?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty
nice.
cool.
I like Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, I dig this one. But moving on from this, we've got I had a brain fart. Expatriate. Right? Expatriate.
Yeah.
X-Men #1 main cover. First appearance of Reggie McNair as Rift. So Reggie is Reginald from what I remember. And I'm assuming now he's going to take the mantle of Rift. I'm assuming because of all the stuff that he can do with his powers, etc. So cool. Look, there's a lot of things happening with Age of Revelation. And personally for myself, with all the series that are coming out, coming out of this, it's kind of difficult to keep up. That's just with me. We're getting all kinds of new teams, new mantles, new characters, all kinds of
look at that new Miss Marvel. Look at the Colossus back there.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. For myself, it's a little hard to keep up with, but yeah, man, I think if you're a fan of all of the stuff that's happening right now with Age of Revelation, this might be something of an interest for yourself. For me, like I said, I know of Reggie, but I was like, okay, this is cool. Let's see what they're gonna do with this character moving forward now, as with the mantle of Rift, and yeah, we'll see from here. But with all the titles coming out, I'm personally just having a hard time keeping up. So that's just me.
That's my problem too. This isn't on my pull list, but if there's a nice cover, it ends up on my pull list.
Yeah. Scotty do slightly. Yeah, I hear it too. Don't worry. We'll mute Love for Comics. I'm just kidding. But all right, moving on. We got Star Wars Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red, issue #2. This is the main cover. First appearance of Samu the Scurrier. I'm figuring this is a minor appearance, probably, but again, I feel like almost every Star Wars book is at the point of having appearances, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You never know with all these characters, but if you read issue 1, I would imagine you would want to pick up issue 2. I have nothing much more to add to this because I still haven't read issue 1. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram post. I finally picked up some of my books that have been pending for a long time from Comic Legion, and yeah, I gotta catch up. Gotta play catch up. But yes, thank you, Lefteros, for putting out this information. No, Steve, I'm not hating on Star Wars. There's no hate whatsoever. But I'm not caught up, so I can't give you guys more information than that, other than what Lefteros brought to the table. If I'm reading it, I'll share my thoughts. But if I'm not reading it, I ain't here to sell stuff for you guys. But all right. Moving on, Undeadpool, #1, main cover, first appearance of Fantastica, Magni, Kid Man-Thing, and Fearless. This seems cool. Now, again, this all being part of the Age of Revelation, right? You're getting a lot of characters here. They're going to be debuting within this issue. And who knows, man? Who knows which one of these characters are going to carry forward out of this, but I like the undead pool idea, the concept. Like, I guess zombie pool, call it whatever you want. Undead pool seems to be the name here, but yeah, anything Deadpool, I'll rock with it, man. So I'm gonna give this a read. I think it's gonna be a fun first read for sure.
Yeah, this is a nice cover. Undead Pool is basically he's going to be hunting mutants. So
yeah, yeah, show those funny books. I love it. But yeah, no, this for myself is a pickup for this week's FOC. One that I'm definitely not skipping out on. And you know what? This reminds me of something I gotta remind Steve about. Venom Black, White, and Blood, issue #3. This is the main cover, and it's the first appearance and cover of Ninja Venom. Now, I know what you guys are already going to say. A lot of us all think the same when it comes to all these symbiotes, these characters, multiple characters spiraling out of the Spider-Verse. I think the character looks great. I love the design. I love the cover, dude. That is one thing that is an easy sell for me because I love Okazaki's work. And that's why I was saying it was reminding me of something to tell Steve, because Star Wars Vision, dude, was so good, man. Okazaki's work is, oh my God, just amazing throughout that. It was one of the first Star Wars things I read where I was like, wow, this is wickedly good. And yeah, man, I'm picking this up. I think it looks good, man. It looks cool. I like the design. I like the cover. It looks badass, man. So yeah, this is a pickup for me.
Yeah, it's an awesome cover. I ordered 10 copies. I'm retarded like that. Yeah. And I love, and then only I ordered 10 copies because it's Takashi Okazaki, because I love him in his work with Spider-Punk. He had a couple of his ratios.
Yeah, Spider-Punk. Then there was even that the Wolverine cover, bro. What was it? Wolverine Revenge 1. Oh, yo, that cover was sick. Yeah, I agree with you. I love the
Visions. Star Wars Visions was another title.
Yep, the Vision stuff. I know Steve is listening, and I think he's going to pay attention to the Vision stuff. I think he's really going to enjoy that. N-Town's saying only 10, bro. Only 10, that's it? That's all you're doing?
Only 10, yeah. Well, you know.
I got
to spread the love. Like, you know, all right, this was the cover that I purchased the most of, but all the other ones got, like, you know, 5, 3, 2, you know.
The covers he cares less about got 5, got 3. Look at you, man. I love it. But yeah, no, I'm picking this up for sure.
Venom, it's a ninja, you know.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. It looks like it's gonna be a good time. But moving on from that, we've got all new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue #3. Amazing Spider-Man 316 Ghost Spider versus Tantrum cover homage by David Marquez. This is a cover selection this week. The Tantrum character is pretty cool. I love the fact that they're doing this homage. I know it's an homage that's been done to death, but I think it fits. And you know what? I kind of like the staying true to the original with the purple in the background.
I was gonna say the same thing, man.
Yeah,
the colors is what does it.
It does, bro. It really does. And I think this one is pretty well done, man. Pretty well done. Like I said, the Tantrum character is pretty cool. It's been a pretty good start for all new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. So I'm digging it. Plus, you get this awesome homage. I think this is a buy in my books. We got Jeb in the house. Perfect timing, of course. Anytime we talk something symbiote related, Ghost Spider, etc., that's when the man pops in. So yeah, appreciate you. But now, moving on, there's also this amazing Perillo variant. Yo, Perillo killed it with this one. I know Marvel Zombies right now is the hype, as you know, we're getting into Halloween season, sure, but the show actually just dropped on Disney Plus, and I didn't hear too many people talking about it. Those who have watched it, I think we all agree, man. We were talking backstage. The show's been great, dude.
Loving it.
You
this is the thriller.
pointed out one scene to me backstage. And
I know, no, but don't tell the world, man.
Okay,
You know
okay.
what?
I'll leave it at this. He really liked Blade. We'll leave it at that. Fair.
All right, yeah, leave it at that, and that's it.
There you
Let's not
go.
discuss this any further
Until further notice.
until further notice. There
Yeah.
should have
No.
been a UV cover, man. This would have looked sick as a UV cover.
Yeah, it would have.
Jeb's
Jeb's got some.
done it for Vampirella before.
Yeah, Love for Comics has something cooking. That's why he doesn't want me to share much more
I
information.
can't tell you because Bison is in the chat. Scotty Do's in the chat.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, man, I think that the Perillo cover is absolutely stunning. Moving on from that, though, Black Cat 3, Maria Wolf, say no more, man. And you've got Maria Wolf doing a Marvel Zombies style cover right here with Black Cat. Love this. Dude, look at the cats at the bottom.
Yeah, this is a sick cover, man.
Yeah, man, they look ready.
I'm a Maria Wolf fan. I love Maria Wolf.
Yeah, no, Maria Wolf is amazing, man. I love Maria Wolf's work, and yeah, this is another winner for myself. Like this cover selection this week, but I really think Wernick did one of the best covers this week with this 1 in 50 incentive of Black Cat, dude. Oh my god, I need this signed.
Beautiful cover.
I'm signing it in the same color of that diamond. That's the way I want it signed, bro. Like Jesus, man, does this look good? Right?
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful cover.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. So for myself, if I could hit this 1 in 50, I totally would pick it up. Yeah. Wernick cover is fire. Couldn't agree more, Scotty Dude, man. I think it's amazing. Yes, Michael. Absolutely sick. Absolutely amazing. Love it. This is so soft. What? The hair flow, maybe. The hair flow. But yeah, I like this a lot. Speaking Spider-Gwen, speaking Black Cat, as you guys are aware, there's classified Marvel Rivals covers that are on FOC this week, and both of those titles each have one. I don't know why they're classified. I think it has something to do with some of the new costumes or characters up and coming for the actual game itself. But yeah, they're keeping these classified, and it doesn't end here with these two titles. No, it carries on into Imperial and the Mortal Thor. So you've got Imperial issue number 4, and you've got Thor issue number 3. So 4 covers on FOC that are classified and related to Marvel Rivals. So yeah, I'm curious to see. I feel like, especially since the original first covers came out with Magic, with Spider-Man, with Venom, etc., it's definitely died out. But who knows, man? These classified ones, I think the more people stop ordering, it's kind of a better time for us to start ordering. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Keep an eye out for these guys.
Yeah, these sleepers.
Yeah, they could be sleepers. I'm curious to see again who's going to end up where. Why is it classified? Are we seeing new skins? Is it going to be new characters, etc.? So very interesting. I found that 4 of them being classified. It had me scratching my head. Like, okay, we got 4.
NetEase is teasing us.
Yeah, NetEase is definitely teasing. That's for sure. Living up to their name. That's for sure. But yes, moving on from the Marvel Rivals stuff. We've got Emma Frost, the White Queen, issue number 3. This one being another cover selection. We're sticking with some of the Marvel Zombie stuff. Joelle Jones doing this one. Love this, dude. The white border kind of helps it pop, if that makes sense, because I like how she's coming out with her hand over the white border.
Yeah, like Poltergeist.
Yeah, dude. It's really sick. I like this one so much. Derek saying, brilliant move, not showing the covers. It adds excitement to the Marvel Rivals ones. And I agree with you, man. I definitely do. Jeb is saying Daredevil Rivals. Could that be? Let's see. Who knows, man? You got Jeremy saying that Maria Wolf is underappreciated. She's been on fire lately. I agree, dude. Maria Wolf, man. I've loved Maria Wolf's work for quite some time, and every time I see a cover past FOC, I get kind of excited. So yeah, I agree, man. For myself, it's an easy buy. But Emma Frost, the White Queen, issue 3. This is Joelle Jones is a stunning cover. Mark Spears doing some stuff as well. That's right. Continuing with these card-themed Sorry, playing card themed covers. You've got Flash 26. It's a Flash cover by Mark Spears. I like this one a lot. I think these are all fun, man. They're all awesome. Paired together, they're probably going to look amazing. We've seen so many past FOC in the last couple of weeks, and here we go with another one.
You know what would be fun if these were actual cards?
I want to see them in cards, bro. Like if he comes out with playing cards for all the DC stuff he's doing, that would be amazing.
Yeah, they should come out with it.
Let's go, DC. Make it happen, man. Make it happen. But yes, Flash 26, the trading card cover depiction of the Flash by Mark Spears. Pretty cool. I dig this. Yeah. It seems the chat likes these as well. So there you go. But moving on from this, news from the Fallout issue 5. A book that I have not been on board with yet, and I really need to because I'm hearing nothing but great things. Chris Condon's on the writing side, but anytime I see a Daniel Warren Johnson cover, I can't help but look and love what he does. I love Daniel Warren Johnson's stuff. It's funny because last week we were talking with Steve about that, and it seems like he's become a fan via Do a Powerbomb. And we'll see if he's read anything else, Daniel Warren Johnson. But we did give him some recommendations, so hopefully in time. But yeah, like I said, so far I've heard nothing but great things for news from the Fallout. And here we have issue 5. Alex himself also saying, great read. Pick up this book. So yeah, I need to get on board, dude.
I like Chris Condon.
Yeah, hey guys,
Ultimate Wolverine.
Speaking of Alex, man, I forgot to do this at the start of the show, so I'm going to take a quick little pause on the FOC. But look what this man did. One of my favorite movies of all time from when I was a kid, right here. Ready to Rumble, okay? And I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, yo, okay, it's just Ready to Rumble. Ease down. Bro, the guy sent me this sign by David Arquette himself from the film, right? Look at that. How dope is this?
That's awesome.
How dope is it? With Jimmy the King. Yeah. But dude,
nice.
I tripped out when I saw this, and for the first time in anything I've ever received from anybody on having met people through social media, starting this journey, this was the first thing, dude. I swear to God, I got teary-eyed. And I'll explain to you guys why. I watched this 1,000 times over with my cousins and with my kid brother, and we would watch this like crazy. And when I received that in the mail, dude, it instantly took me back to when we were kids. Like, yo, I grew up in a 5.5 apartment. You know what I mean? I didn't have a big house. So when we got, toys, we got video games, or if we got, movies, like we watched, like, I think I watched Space Jam at least 1,000 times as well. You know what I mean? We could go on and on about so many things, but that took me back. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to Alex because he had no idea how much that meant to me, and he did that. And yeah, it was by far the coolest thing I had ever received. So thank you, Alex. I appreciate you so much, man. Yeah,
Alex is a gem, man.
Yeah, dude, really is. I literally had to pause FOC just for that because Alex, man, it was, I can't explain it. But anyways, news from the Fallout, issue number 5, Daniel Warren Johnson cover right here. Moving on, guys, you know that the Fantastic Four run right now is at issue 3. Issue 4 is coming out very soon. And we've got, of course, the 1 in 25 incentives. Scotty Young has been doing the covers. We've had these available in trades. But if you're looking to pick this up as a virgin set as well, it is available on the second printing, and it's the 1 in 25 incentives. I love how this connects together. I love Scotty Young's work. I hate that Marvel does this 1 in 25 stuff as a second print. You all know how I feel about that, but this as a virgin, all connecting, is probably going to look amazing.
Yeah, definitely. How many covers connect?
4? No, it's one. They have 5 covers.
5 covers.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see these all together. I want to see if anybody collects these and anyone's picking them up. Tag me on Instagram. I want to see these once received, man. If anyone's going for all 5 covers, let me know, man. Tag me. I want to see this all completed once it's done, man. It's got to look amazing for sure. Speaking of amazing covers, though, Marvel Zombies Red Band number 1 is also doing the same thing. With the second printing, we're getting a virgin cover of that Ryan Brown cover that everybody was going crazy for. We were seeing a lot of sales on the aftermarket, even over on the Covrprice side, and it was very interesting to see. This actually made the top 10 last week. So just to give you guys an idea, a lot of people really enjoyed this cover. And here we have it now as a second printing, 1 in 25. Looks pretty cool. It's badass, bro. Badass.
Yeah, I love Ryan Brown. I hope I get a chance to grab one of these.
The fingers on Spidey's. I don't know, man. It's whack. Absolutely whack. But Ryan Brown hitting a home run with this one, man. I think this is
he always crazy. Does, man. Ryan Brown is awesome.
Yeah. Derek, you already know, man. I mean, I fully agree with you. Sometimes I'm cool with it. If it's a cover I really, 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 really dig, I'll shoot for one. But yeah, it is what it is. Wow. Cloak or dagger, number 1, the 1 in 100 incentive. Dagger cover depiction by Talavera. Yummy.
Sweet cover.
Yeah.
This is actually no, not this one, but the trade. There's a trade, right?
Yeah.
I think I picked up the trade of this.
Did anybody make eye contact at all? Be honest with me. Yeah, looking at this cover, ain't nobody doing that.
No, I think they got the pattern on the chest. I think they got that perfect in comparison to the other covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Like the chest area, it's right. It's proportioned right.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark, you know what? I can partially agree on some things. Some yes, some no. Some it works. Some I'm cool with. But yeah, we have a winner. Is it in a trade?
I think I had Solid. Did I grab this in a trade? Solid probably be able to tell us.
So cloak or dagger? I think I saw it in a trade. Here, I'll tell you right now.
It's in a trade because I got invoice for it.
So here we go. I'm checking, and it's in a trade. Yeah. I don't like where they put the trade, though.
Yeah, that sucks. But hey, it is what it is.
It's at the top right, by the way, like where her hair is. But my oh my, this in a virgin is so good, so good. Yeah. But all right, moving on from this one, we've also got one of my favorite titles right now, guys. Exquisite Corpses, issue number 6. Tynion's doing an amazing job with this book. This one being the 6th polybag variant that includes a playable trading card. This series reminds me of how messy I am as a collector, and I'll explain why. I am receiving my books, my new comic book day books, whatever. I'm horrible. I don't know. Are you guys doing the same thing, man? Let me know, because I have a bad habit. I put all my stuff in a box. I ain't sorting shit out. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm not in alphabetical order. I'm a mess. But there's a method to my madness. I have a good memory, a good photographic memory. Like, I know if I put it in this box and that book is in there, that means the other one is in there. You know what I mean? Like, I got a way of figuring my shit out. But I was trying to gather all my Exquisite Corpses up until now with the trading cards. I'm like, shit, which box is it now? Like, I'm going through all of them.
You need to catalog your stuff, man.
Yeah.
Use CLZ. You ever heard of CLZ?
Of course I've heard of CLZ, man.
It's CLZ, bro.
I don't got time to scan. That's my problem. I don't got time to scan and upload and this and that.
It take that long to put the books in, man. Trust me.
Yeah. There you go. See, Lando,
I have over 22,000 books in CLZ.
We are kindred spirits. I'm feeling okay, guys. Yes, method to the madness. Yes, I'm not alone. There you go. Yes, CLZ really is the best for stuff like that. I couldn't agree more, man. I'm lazy. I'll be the first one to say it. I suck at it. I take my books, I read them, put it in a pile, put it in a box, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. I never get to it. It's like there's like 30 long boxes here.
CLZ makes your unorganization look organized.
Yep. Yeah, CLZ is king. The memory fades. Yep. You know what, Armin, I'm starting to notice it more, man. My wife too, especially after she tells me, "Did you not hear me when I said 10 seconds ago? You forgot to do this." Yeah.
Oh, Covrprice. You have a membership to Covrprice, right?
Of course, man. Covrprice CLZ.
Even though I've never entered any data into Covrprice because I use CLZ, but
it's merged. It's merged. So
yeah, for the pricing, yeah.
Sure. But so Exquisite Corpses for myself. I love how we went completely
Yeah.
Completely off track, but exquisite corpses.
Sorry about that,
Amazing
guys.
read. Amazing read. I love the trading card idea. Like I tell you guys every time I see it. Here we've got the Gamer Kid cover depiction by Fullerton, sorry. Wicked. I love this. How he's in his elements right here in his little lair, doing his thing. You got that little crazy machine that he's got built right above him. It's like basically a drone, a killer drone, whatever. So cool. So cool. Such a boss cover like this. He ain't in a king chair. He's in his gamer chair. Like, well, pretty much you and I right now. That's what we look like.
Yeah,
But
I saw that and I thought of you.
stop. That Tyler Boss incentive, bro. Look at this 1 in 25. This is
It's wacky.
wicked. Wicked, man.
Wacky cover.
Yeah. Like,
And you know who's underneath that cover.
yeah,
That's the
but
funny part.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna look at like the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese the same anymore, type thing. You know what I mean? Like that's wild.
That's funny.
Yeah, crazy. But anyways, Essentia issue 30. This is the cover A, covered by Jim Lee here, guys, on the cover A. But it doesn't end there because Jim Lee's also got a 1 in 500 incentive that is a metal variant that is coming signed by Jim Lee himself, which I think is a big book, in my opinion, because obviously, you know, not many shops are going to be ordering 500 copies of Essentia.
Exactly. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah,
This is going to be interesting to see how many get put out there.
Yeah, metal covers, man. Look, it ain't coming in shit quality. I don't think so. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna. It's a metal cover. Sending that in for grading. You know, I've always wondered how CGC does the grading on a metal cover. Like, how do they assess, etc.
I mean, I guess it's the same as a comic book. I just think that metal covers are easier to mess up.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way.
Yeah, you know, there's no pressing, there's no fixing that book. There's no using an eraser to correct something, you know.
Yeah.
But I do see a lot of metal covers with high grades, like 9.9s and 10s.
So that's what I'm saying is now when it comes to this one, the metal cover, I'm expecting to see some of those. Like, there's not going to be many shops ordering 500 copies of Essentia issue 30. And the fact that the metal variant is coming signed by Jim Lee, I think carries a big weight to this one. Not because it's a metal cover. I'm saying weight because you got Jim Lee's signature on there. And yeah, I'm curious to see how many we're going to see ordered. I know a lot of the big shops are going to do it. They're going to shoot for the 500. But yeah, I'm curious to see what this is going to go for on the aftermarket once it comes out. Maybe on the pre-orders. I'm curious to see as well if anybody's selling this on pre-orders. So might want to keep an eye out for this one. We'll see how it does, but very, very cool to see that they're doing a 1 in 500 metal signed by Jim Lee. Marvel, DC, Deadpool, Batman got a lot of love. It took up a good chunk of the top 10 last week over on Covrprice. And here we have the Ryan Stegman cover that gives us the first appearance and cover of a Logo. That's right. We got a character mashup of Lobo and Logan Wolverine, and they chose the name Logo, which I still don't understand. They could have went with so many other great names, but Logo it is. And regardless whether you like the name or not, the cover itself, that is sick. I think Stegman did a great job with this.
Yeah, I love Stegman. Yeah, this is on my pull list. And Solid Stress says that the 1 in 100 for Essentia also comes signed.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. But yeah, not enough to cover the other 498 unsold copies. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Yeah. Combo of Logan and Lobo makes sense to me. Absolutely, especially the two characters, man. I love it. It's so badass. But the name is just like, man, is that what we wanted to go with the name? I guess, you know, it is what it is. But I read this for the fun of it, man. This is really what it is. It's just good times. We're getting this awesome crossover. There was a lot of great stories. I loved the Captain Marvel. The Wonder Woman and Captain America one. That one was great. But dude, the Jeff the Land Shark with Crypto was so good. They didn't even say a word. With the drawing that was done, man, you saw the expressions on their faces. You understood everything that was happening. It was so good, and that's why I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
I like the Frozen cover.
Yeah, the Frozen cover. But the stories, even no one was talking about the Daredevil Green Arrow one. That was really good. That was really good. So
yeah, that's right.
For myself, I'm all for these, man. I think I'm gonna pick up the second print because yeah, you have him on the cover. It's first cover appearance, so why not? Sonic, yo, Natalie Haynes, what is up? Yo, bringing me Sonic the Hedgehog 82. Now we're talking. Let's go. This cover is so neat, so clean. Love this. This is a pickup from myself. And of course, now with the ratios being 1 in 15s for Sonic the Hedgehog, Natalie Foudrain still doing amazing work as well for this one. Like this, you all know how these incentives go.
Same person, two different styles of art. That's crazy.
No, this is Natalie Foudrain. Here it's Natalie Haynes. So
we got
two Natalie.
Okay. I was gonna say,
no, it's two different Natalies. We got two Natalies. Don't worry. But yeah, man, I think it's a no-brainer, man. These ratios, dude. If you score these at a good price, pick them up, man. They all tend to do very well on the aftermarket, man. Very quickly too. So yeah, this is a pickup for myself. King Spawn issue 50. Here being the cover C. Scotty Young doing the King Spawn issue 50. I love this cover. I love Scotty Young, and I love this Spawn cover that he has done right here. Baker's saying that it seems like only yesterday Todd McFarlane was expanding the Spawnverse, and now here we are 50 issues later. Exactly. King Spawn rolled very fast to issue 50. I do agree. It does feel like yesterday that kicked off.
Yeah, it's wild.
10 copies minimum for Armin on this one. I couldn't agree more. For myself, I am picking up a copy. That goes without saying. But if anybody wants to get wild and order more than 10 copies, well, we've got the 1 in 1,000 incentive sketch variant signed by Todd McFarlane. It is Spawn sketch inserted CGC signature series certificate included as well.
Nice.
So that is a huge plus for anybody shooting for the 1 in 1,000.
Oh, I just realized that 1 in 1,000. Wow.
Yep. This is going to 1 in 1,000 if you want to lock yourself in one of these. You guys remember, man, they did it for the King Spawn, if I'm not mistaken. Was issue 1, no? Wasn't it issue 1 where they had Todd McFarlane sign it? But the 1 in 1,000 for King Spawn issue 50 cover is amazing. I love this sketch variant that they've got going over here, signed by Todd McFarlane. How many of these 1 in 1,000 will be printed? We shall see, man. Because again, I don't know how many
people might just invest.
Yeah, I don't know how many shops. I don't know how many shops are going to be shooting for 1,000. But you know, these books are no longer $2.99 books. I think, if I'm not mistaken, for us Canadians, this is like 5 something now on this one. So just to give you an idea, if you want to order 1,000 copies, it's going to set you back, bro. It's going to hurt.
I'm thinking, who knows? Maybe this will be worth. Maybe somebody put this in Heritage.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, no, I dig. I'm curious to see, again, kind of like the Jim Lee, how this one's going to do on the aftermarket after the fact. Because, dude, this is stunning. And signed by Todd McFarlane in a full Todd McFarlane signature. Let's go. I dig this. But guys, those were the FOC selections of the week. Like I said, if you live in the States, you want to order any of these books, go visit comicnation.us. They give you 15% off of the cover price. Get an additional 5% off by using discount code Black Crown. Canada, we got comiclegion.ca, 20% off every single week. But if it's your first order, use discount code ENLIST to get an additional 5% off. Go check out coverprice.com. That is where you can see Lefteros' write-ups as well for New Comic Book Day and FOC every single week, as well as much, much more. The website is filled with amazing content, data, etc. So it's a fun tool to have as a collector. Very useful. And if it's your first time hanging out here tonight, hit the subscribe button. For those of you returning every single week, got nothing but love for you. I appreciate you guys, of course, for joining us tonight. Michael Baker's saying in the chat that they're pre-selling on eBay for about $2,250 right now on that Spawn, King Spawn 50, 1 in 1,000. Crazy.
That's nuts.
I love how Henchman's like, I'm both surprised and not surprised for that. But yeah. Anyways, before we get into the market, it's time we check in with our boy, Steve, guys. Stevie boy. What's up, man? Hello. What's up, bro? I think you're on mute. I don't hear you. Fix your mic. Fix your mic.
Fix your mic. The
Guys
the-
coming in.
Hello.
Okay, you're back. There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, what's up, man?
Not much. Busy week.
Yeah, I heard, bro. In your real world profession, etc., you've taken on a challenge and you excelled. You killed it. You crushed it. You leveled up in your personal life. Yeah, so you were busy. You were busy doing your thing. Yeah, he leveled up, but yeah, I know you were telling me that on the read side, it's been rather slow for you this week, right?
Yeah, I finished the Wonder Woman series, and that's as far as I got with books this week.
The Absolute Wonder Woman?
The Absolute, yeah.
Awesome. So now you're caught up. You saw the Zatanna stuff.
I did.
So where do you stand so far on this? Are you enjoying?
I love it. Honestly, right after Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman is right there. Close second.
I love how you're jumping in on the Absolute stuff, which is like just, we're going Elseworld. We're going somewhere totally different. It has nothing to do with the main timeline. And yeah, you're gonna have to get onto the main timeline at some point. And I can't wait to hear your honest opinions.
I'll get there. One book at a time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
But we were talking about something last week about how we should be getting together and go hunting together. So we are going to make the time for that.
Okay.
I have some sick ideas for you too.
Hit me.
And I'm not telling you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to say it in that video. When the time comes that we get to meet together. But we're gonna go digging. We're gonna go digging, man. And I can't wait to see what you're gonna pull out and what you might possibly even skip over, dude. Because I mean, you ain't going there with oh my god, this is a $20 book, a $5 book. None of that knowledge. You're just pulling out what you dig.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. Love for comics, bro. Do you feel like this takes you back to when you first started collecting?
No, for me it was different. For me back then it was the cartoons that got me into the comics.
Yeah, of course. Me too. What really brought me in was the Spider-Man 90s series, right? The cartoon that really reeled me in. Then after that, I was looking at everything else. You had the X-Men stuff. Started picking up comics. My aunt took me to the shop, etc., with my cousins. But yeah, so for me it was the cartoons too. Steve, for you it was the same thing, right? I think I remember you saying this the first time you hopped on.
Yeah, I did watch cartoons for sure, but it never translated to collecting and reading comic books.
Yeah,
I stuck to the cartoons.
I think it would be great because somebody just asked in the chat, is Derek, does Steve know who Zatanna is in mainstream? Like in the main, did you even know who Zatanna was prior to reading?
I have no idea who anybody is.
So Zatanna is just a new introduction to you via a whole different universe, which is hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's getting an introduction to Zatanna from a totally different universe, not knowing who the main timeline is. So again, that is a whole different perspective on somebody who's fresh into this reading, and it's cool to see how much you enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like you're enjoying this. It's a fresh take at 100% because you have no idea who some of these people are.
No, none.
Yeah, and how significant they are as well on the main timeline. You know what I mean?
Once I get there, I guess I'll realize. But for now, I'm enjoying my path.
Yeah, no, dude, amazing. Keep it up. There are some other books, of course, that I'm gonna suggest you start to read too.
Yeah,
I know you're on the main timeline, but I also sorry that you're on the Absolute side, but I also don't want to mess you up. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to throw you into the main timeline right now, and then you start reading like some of the older age books, and then you finally learn who Zatanna is, and then you pop back in. You're like, wait, what? Now I'm confused, right? I don't want to do that to you. So let me allow you to enjoy some of that stuff, but we'll dive into some other stuff. Department of Truth, you were on that as well, right?
I stopped at 10 for now, but like I said, just with all the work stuff that I was doing this week, I barely read anything. I caught up on Wonder Woman Absolute, and that was it.
So how was it for you, those first 10 issues of Department of Truth?
it's a lot of information, but it's a lot of stuff that I've already known about because
Okay.
I really do enjoy those conspiracy theories and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
adding all the characters and whatever, it made it really interesting, and I'm enjoying that series.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude, it's great. I have to ask though, okay, because now you've read books with, like, example, do a power bomb, right?
Yeah.
You saw the artwork, Daniel Warren Johnson's art style, etc.
Yes.
Then you went to Absolute Batman. You were loving the artwork, and one thing you mentioned to me right away, I think it was as of issue 7 when they
Yes.
changed the artist on the
Yes.
interiors, and you were like, "Why? Why did they do this?" It actually pissed you off, right?
It bothered me. Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, bro, be brutally honest. Doesn't matter. You're not hurting
It's-
anyone's feelings here.
Oh,
You
for
are
sure.
coming in with a fresh take. So, when you read Department of Truth, I'm very curious what you thought about the artwork out the gate.
It wasn't what I was expecting for sure, but the more I read, I feel like that artwork fits it so perfectly that if it would change, it would piss me off.
Right? So,
Yeah.
that was the thing for me too, right? When I picked up Department of Truth, at first I was like, oh my god, these interiors are horrible. Like, what is going on?
Mm.
But then it starts to mesh so well, right? The art style with the
Yeah.
story, I was like, okay, now it slaps. You know what I mean?
It's like dark and broken, and I feel like it fits it perfectly.
Well
Yeah.
said. Well said, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing. So yes, I want the chat because I have so much stuff that I could send your way. But I want the chat, of course, to suggest any series that they think you should definitely hop into. There's a lot of things I want to send your way. I know, you know, some of the bigger characters that appeal to you, whether it be Miles Morales, whether it be Spider-Gwen, whether it be anybody, really reading these big characters' origin stories, the OG stuff, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Picking up some older books. You've dived into some new books, but I also don't want to throw you all over the place. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
gradually make our way to all these places. But if anybody has anything they want to suggest in the chat or catching the replay, that would be fun. But now shifting gears, going to the movies side, right?
Mhm.
The movie side.
Yeah, I did
Last-
make some headway. Yeah.
Yeah, last we spoke, yes, Ghost Machine titles. Yo,
What about Ultimate Spider-Man?
yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man. Have you read anything Ultimate Universe yet?
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We will get there. But yes, we're gonna get into the Ultimate Universe. I don't want you starting Ultimate Spider-Man without reading other stuff. Ultimate Invasion, the Ultimates. We're gonna get into all of those conversations between you and I, of course. But I think you need to explore the Ultimate Universe. Again, it's gonna be funny because you're coming in with the Absolute Universe on the DC side, and then you're gonna go with Marvel on the Ultimate Universe side, where again it's not the main timeline, so you're getting different universe stories as opposed to the main timeline. But yes, yeah, Chad's enough with the picture books. I love it. But okay, so we're gonna go through all that. I'm seeing some great suggestions here. Kill All Immortals, 1 and 2. Dude, Planet Hulk would be fantastic as well for you to read. Beneath the Trees, 1 and 2. Yes. Well, yeah, Beneath the Trees in general. Just that is a
Definitely.
fantastic read.
Beneath the
I
Trees.
do already have a little list of what I do want to read next.
Show us this list, Stevie boy.
Well, I didn't make it. It's in my head.
Okay, okay.
Beneath the Trees. You
Okay.
definitely got to check out Beneath the Trees. That was a fun read for a lot of people because, yeah, you just got to check it out.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. I know for sure next it's gonna be what Cliff suggested last week, the Murder Falcon. Is that what
Okay.
it's called? I'm pretty sure it's Murder Falcon. But I looked at the cover and I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, this looks freaking amazing. So I'm gonna read that for sure.
Keep it coming. What else
I
we're
have
looking at?
the Rebel Moon. Rebel Moon? Yeah, there's like
Yep.
8 or 9 books of those I want to read because those movies are for me. I love them. So
Good.
it's like
Nice
Shades of
list,
Star Wars for me. So I like it. You know.
Steve, this is us getting to know you, man. This
Yeah.
is ideal. If you like video game stuff, tell us. If you like these types of things, you haven't mentioned a Star Wars book yet.
I
I'm
know.
shocked.
I have books. I need to sit down and read them. I just need to do it. I don't know. You know what the problem with Star Wars is with me right now? I love the original stuff, that movies, TV series, is all that stuff. So anything that's gonna be like out of the ordinary for me, it's probably gonna bother me a little bit.
Fair.
I'm very
Fair.
like with my Star Wars. I'm like, I'm set in my ways. I know
Yeah.
what I like. I know what I don't.
Yeah, this chat is awesome for all these amazing recommendations, by the way.
I
Yes,
do
Transform-
appreciate all the suggestions.
Yeah. But yes, okay. Anything else that you have on the list, or
So far, that's what I have.
okay,
I
okay.
want to take it slow. I don't want to give myself too much of a list and then never get to it.
No, absolutely. But speaking of lists, you do have a different kind of list when it comes to movies. You are running and ripping right through the MCU. Last we spoke, you told me that you were watching Ant-Man, right?
No, I was at Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. There you go. So
Yeah.
it was Doctor Strange, which you're not too far from Ant-Man. It was around there.
Yeah.
But okay, show us this list. Where are we at?
All right.
Oh boy. You're at Captain Marvel. Oh, so from Doctor Strange, give us the grades here. What's going on? Doctor Strange, I see a blue. Good movie?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Okay. Guardians
I
of
think
the
we spoke
Galaxy
about
2?
that. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was absolutely like amazing. And just at the end, the funeral, I was crying. I was tearing up. It was fantastic. It was such a great movie. What else
Ain't
do I
no
have here?
man was ready to watch Yondu take an exit like that.
Yeah. So what else is there?
You had Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's okay.
So did it phase you at all that Aunt May knew that Peter Parker was Spider-Man by the end of that film?
I feel like everybody knew at that point who Spider-Man was, so it's just like whatever. At this point, what am I gonna do?
But isn't it kind of a problem given that Peter Parker's identity is supposed to be like nobody knows type thing?
Yes, it does bother me, but I've noticed that a lot of people in this universe know who's the superhero. So at this point, what does it change for Spider-Man? You know what I mean?
Fair.
Explain to me that Ant-Man and the Wasp grade.
Okay, so the movie is good. The grade that I put in right at the end is the after credit scene.
Yeah.
That's what gave it the little great strike because I was really happy with that.
It gets a fine little great portion simply because of the post-credit scene. And you know what? It's funny that you mentioned that because there was a period of time where Marvel films did benefit from their post-credit scenes. That's where a lot of the reactions took place.
Yeah.
And I think it's sad when a post-credit scene gets talked about more than the movie. I think it sucks. Because the movie should carry all the weight. But anyways, it is what it is.
Those teasers at the end, man, they people love that, and it's one thing that they always talk about,
Yep.
But it makes me laugh when we look like schmucks when the movie's over and people are leaving and we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they know that, hey, we're waiting for the for the teaser at the end.
Bro, my wife has not come to a Marvel movie with me in years, so simply because she knows the routine, especially when the boys are there. When it's all my friends, this is the way it is. The credits will roll. We stay through the post-credit scene. Then we go outside and we have at least a 2-hour conversation on everything that we just grasp from the film and potential of where the future is going. That's what happens every movie. But Thor Ragnarok, Steve, where do we land here?
It was a good movie. I was surprised. It's a Thor movie that I will watch again, maybe.
I can't wait to see you watch Love and Thunder, bro. But
so yeah,
two more I want to ask you about. I saw you had Captain Marvel.
Yes, that's my first shit rating. I had it as indifferent, but then I reassessed. It's garbage.
Yeah, complete. Okay, that's fine.
Awful.
Yeah.
if you think I hated the Thor movies, don't get me started on Captain Marvel.
I want to see what he says about Love and Thunder.
Yeah, Love and Thunder.
I'm already going in with zero expectations.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. You got Alex, but don't. We can't manipulate. We can't. We just gotta let you go into this now.
Yeah.
Infinity War. I saw you watched Infinity War.
I did.
Talk to me.
Oh, I have 5 billion questions.
Go for it. Shoot.
I know it's not even. I don't understand. Anyway, what I want to wait for before I start running my mouth about this movie is I want to watch Endgame, and then after that, all my questions will either be answered or I'll have more. and then we'll talk about it. So by next week, we'll have this conversation.
So, did you shed a tear when we had Tom Holland tell Tony Stark that he doesn't feel so good? And
It was I'm gonna tell you something. Watching Tom Holland and the Spider-Man, I was like, okay. I think what got me the worst was watching the Guardians go.
yeah,
That one, just Drax looking at the Peter Quill and going, Quill. I was like, no, please don't. It was rough. That was a rough one.
Is Logan on Steve's list? So Logan wasn't entirely part of the MCU, but it needs to be on your list. So right now,
I'm definitely
Logan.
gonna watch it because I do love the X-Men. So
Yes, but Logan, dude, you're gonna buzz on. It's such a good movie. Good movie.
I heard.
Yeah, but so Infinity War has been watched, and now I guess you have a lot of questions because you haven't watched Endgame. So it's fair. We'll let you watch Endgame before having any type of conversation. Any questions you have after that, we'll all happily answer for you, especially this chat, man. Watch the black and white version of Logan. I haven't even done that. I need to do that. I didn't even know that existed. What?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
David Lepage putting us on.
Yeah, spoiler alert. I don't have time to watch movies, so it's all good. Hey, you need, it's okay, man. I don't even sort my own books, so I feel you. But yeah, man. So Steve, like I said at the beginning, congratulations, because I know on your personal side of things, you leveled up. You were doing great things for yourself and your family. So obviously that took priority, but you still made it through all of this stuff. You watched all these movies. I don't know how you had the time for that. How you stayed awake.
This was like after my exam. I started watching movies after, so I watched 7 movies in 3-4 days.
That's nuts, dude. I lose every battle to my couch. Like, bro, 10 minutes max, I'm out. I fell asleep, guys. I shared this story with few people. I went to play NHL 26 on PlayStation 5 the other night. I was sitting down. I was hyped. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm going to play this game, bro. I fell asleep with the controller in my hand. I was still in the menu of the game. And when I woke up, it was 5 a.m. And my dog was on the couch looking at me like, bro, can we go upstairs now? Like, what is going on? Like, I just want to go to bed. And yeah, that was my story. So yeah, props to you for being able to able to watch a movie.
Yeah, I even snuck into a comic book store again. I got a few books.
Show me. Do you have them next to you?
I have them.
Let me see. What?
Let's see.
Why are you hiding this shit from me? Okay, yes. Okay, good.
Yes,
good.
That was a must.
I got this one. This one I got for cover only.
Okay.
Great. We just literally just spoke about Tantrum, so that's amazing.
Yeah, I got the Absolute Batman 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Don't drop that. Don't drop that. Yeah.
No. 3, 4, 5, and 6.
It's good. All later prints, bro.
Yes, 4.
Do you have number 1?
I think Lando has the one for me, and I have
number 1 for you.
And you have my number 2 from Comic Legion Order.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and then I got this one that I know I spoke about with Baker.
Did you?
Yeah,
Immortal Batman. Nice.
Good for you. Gotta get you that issue 1 though. We gotta get you.
I know I will. I'm gonna get it, but this cover is phenomenal.
Second print, I believe, was on FOC, man. So I'll make sure when the second print comes out, I'll pick you one up. Or I'm sure first print.
That's all I got, but I'm getting a bigger stack.
Yep. We're always up late, Tim. You know how we do it, even on a Sunday. But Steve, I want to say thank you for swinging by again, giving us your update, because, ladies and gentlemen, this is Steve. We will touch base again next week to see just how you did. And we'll see you then.
All right.
That's right, guys. Give it up for
Thanks
Steve.
for having me.
Give it up for Steve, guys.
All right. Now it's time for the market report. Let's get back on track, baby. We're going to talk some books that sold on the aftermarket. Love, bro. Are you ready?
No.
Oh, you got to be ready. We got to go. We got to talk some market. right, guys, it's time for the market report. We're looking at books that sold on the aftermarket. And of course, I'm looking at multiple lists, whether it be the House of Stein, CBSI, Key Collector, Covrprice, Go Collect, checking sales on eBay. If you have an Instagram and you're posting books of some sales that took place, I'm looking at that. I look at everything. But you got Michael Baker, who's here in the chat and shows up every single day in my DMs telling me, yo, Lando, check what's selling. Look what this sale happened. Look at that sale. Michael Baker is a staple of this show, so we gave him the Baker Shakers. That's right. We're going to look at the Baker Shakers as well this week. So with the first book, we're talking magazines, boys. Heavy Metal Magazine 54. We go back to 1981. This being a newsstand copy, first full appearance and cover of Tarna. 5 of these are on the census in a CGC 9.6, and a 9.6 just recently sold for $3,480 US. It was a cover price. Daily Shaker. I love this cover. I can't help but think of my best friend from when I was a kid, dude. His father. Shout out Robert, man. He passed away, and my best friend David from when I was a kid, dude. Every time I would go to his house, he had the poster of Heavy Metal, and he also had the VHS. I don't know if you remember; it was like all silver and shit. Dude, we watched the hell out of this movie like crazy, man. I think it's safe to say I was a movie buff when I was a kid, man. Like the more I hear myself talk about childhood, but yeah, man. We watched this a trillion times, and yeah, this takes me back, dude. This takes me back.
Yeah, this is a crazy number though.
Sorry,
$3,480 for a 9.6. I mean, I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm not saying that at all because it's heavy metal, you know. But wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. It's a big premium, that's for sure. That is a heavy coin for this book. But again, there's only 5 of these on the census 9.8 as well. I don't remember, but I remember it being very low, somewhere around the same mark. So seeing these sales take place, you're not going to see them too often. So seeing a CGC 9.6 sell at $3,480 doesn't entirely surprise me, but I can confirm that Covrprice has this listed as the highest sale recorded to date over on their website. So yeah, Ozzy saying he needs this in his life. Yo, I'm happy to see that some of you are being taken back with this one, because the same for myself, man. This one took me so back seeing this sale, and I was like, man, those were good times, man. So yeah, Heavy Metal Magazine issue 54, guys. Speaking magazines, though, we got to talk some Marvel Super Action #1. This one featuring the Punisher right there. We go back to 1976 with this one. You got Bob Larkin cover, and there's only 8 CGC 9.8s on the census of this one. A monstrous sale again for a CGC 9.8, $1,680. Cover price Daily Shaker, highest sale recorded to date over on the website. And yeah, dude, this is a badass cover. I love this.
Yeah, it's nuts. I was only 2 years old.
You were only 2 years old. Holy shit. I was still swimming somewhere. Not even made. I was not here, bro. But CGC 9.8, man, $1,600. I say that as if it is an impressive amount, but again, factoring that there's only 8 CGC 9.8s on the census for this, kind of makes sense. It jives, you know what I mean? You're not going to see many of these hit the aftermarket very often in a 9.8, right? So when
almost never, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a fair price. I'm with you on this one, man. It's more than fair for myself. Lando, don't tell me you didn't trade the Sears catalog for Heavy Metal. No, I needed those Sears catalogs in my youth, bro. Let me tell you, that bra section was everything. But yeah, man. I've never seen this in real life. Canada must have got short stacked on magazines. Apparently, dude, we get short stacked on quite a few things, to be honest. But I'm surprised that there's that many. Deeds, you know what? 8. To me, it's a small number. It doesn't sound like too much, but they are definitely tough, like Ozzy's saying, to get in 9.8s. And yeah, 8 of them, you're rarely going to see sales taking place. So pretty cool.
I'm curious. Is this a comic or is this like a magazine?
Magazine. This is a magazine as well. Magazine size.
Okay.
But yeah, so Marvel Super Action #1 from 1976 and a 9/8 is selling for $1,680. Moving on, this is probably the only book that'll put blisters on your fingers because Marvel Comics Super Special #4 from 1978 is a wraparound cover of the Beatles story. There's 33 CGC 9/8s on the census with 210 total. So that gives you an idea of just how many are lower grade. CGC 9/6 selling at $504. Cover price daily shaker. Again, highest sale recorded to date for a 9/6.
I think that's cheap.
Right? I dig this, dude. I'm a fan of the Beatles, right? So
Yeah,
I like this. It's funny because Steve was in the band with myself back in the day, and we, like almost every other band, had our own cover of Helter Skelter. So
oh, nice.
yeah, man. So I dig, dude. I dig. This is a book I'd love to come across, man. Just have this in my collection. You know, comic book corner Armin saying that it's very cheap, should be way more. I agree with you, dude. For a 9/6, man, 504 ain't too steep, man. If you're a fan of the Beatles, it's a good price in my opinion. But Marvel Comics Super Special #4, CGC 9/6, the Beatles, 504. All right, look at this amazing cover. Blindside #1. We go to 2012 with this one, J. Scott Campbell cover. Now, apparently, this is one of 5 variants that was limited to 100. It's a Baker Shaker. First Baker Shaker this week. Raw copy sold for $265. Now, I've also seen that the Blindside, the J. Scott Campbell had some other covers as well. There was like an orange background, etc. So, like I said, one of 5 variants. But there was also, I think it was it San Diego Comic Con? I saw some other con variants as well. Regardless, this one right here, the one that was limited to 100, apparently, raw $265. A J. Scott Campbell cover that I don't ever see. First time I'm seeing this one hit, and yeah. This is awesome, dude.
Yeah, we got blindsided.
Yeah. It's Laura. I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I don't know, man. but yeah, it's a sick cover. It ain't a blonde in a red dress, but we still see a bit of red, so we'll pretend. But yeah, man.
That's a J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah, dude, you can't go wrong. I love this, man. Armin saying he would totally pay $265 for this US. It's one of those J. Scott Campbell covers that I've never seen even sell on the aftermarket. So now it's the first time crossing. And shout out to Michael Baker for hitting me up for this one, because now that I know this exists, I'm always going to keep an eye out. I think this is a stunning cover by J. Scott Campbell. And again, given the fact that there's very few out there, when the sales are out there and the book is available, keep an eye out for it, man. Because I think this would be neat to get signed by him.
Signed and slabbed.
Yep, absolutely. What was the question, Chad? I wonder if Laura has ever just put on a red dress for Halloween. I don't know, man. I have no idea, but it would be funny, blonde in a red dress. She could do it. She's got to do it at least once. But all right, moving on from that, let's go old school, baby. We're going to 1971 with Submariner issue 34. This is the prelude to First Defender story. Again, only 13 CGC 9/8s on the census, and a 9/8 just sold for $2,150. Baker Shaker this week. Love this. I think this is a Sal Buscema cover, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be.
Yeah.
15 center. Makes sense. The price.
Yeah, dude. But this is sick. Again, I keep seeing these books, especially from the 70s, even on the cover price side, man. You've heard us say it a few times, man. We're seeing a lot of these books making their way to the aftermarket in 9/8s, which I've never seen so many so quickly type thing. And
yeah, that's strange.
It is interesting to see, man. A lot of these making some very impressive sales. Cliff saying that he owns one of these, not a 9/8, but still, it doesn't matter, dude. Having this book, it's a great book to have in your collection. Submariner 34, CGC 9/8, $2,150. Now, Here's a wicked cover. I love Delauto. Somebody check on JD in the chat. But Winter Soldier #1. We go to 2012 with this 1 in 50 ratio by Delauto. There's only 47 CGC 98s on the census. CGC 98 $650. Baker Shaker this week. Again, we're going to 2012 here for this one. Not many shops were ordering 50 copies. Definitely not of Winter Soldier. 47 98s being on the census, that kind of makes sense to me.
That's kind of a lot though too. 47, I think, is a lot because it's a 1 in 50, and in 2012, not too many people were, seeking this to grade. I don't know.
No, exactly. But I'm sure people that were copying them, scooping them up along the way from 2012 to now, probably saw and learned, right? Okay, there's not so many copies on the census. Sending my book in. This is a 1 in 50, etc. So
PC.
Sure, yeah, the numbers are going up, but I still consider 47 to be very little. For a 1 in 50, and CGC 98 selling at $650, very impressive for a 1 in 50 from 2012.
And it's a Delauto.
Yep, exactly, man. I'd love to get this signed. Metal Elf saying that this is a great cover. I agree with you. Tim saying Delauto was great. Couldn't agree more. Shout out to everyone who's popping in. I see TM Nerdy, man. Shout out to TM, man. Been a minute, bro. We need to hang sometime soon, man. Now all these years on the YouTube streams, I think we've done it like once or twice. We can't do that. I saw Immortal Biggie Shaq in here as well, so shout out to him. But Winter Soldier #1, CGC 98, $650. The hip hop variants. Yes, I know a lot of people love these. Here we have Monsters Unleashed, issue #3. Takes us to 2017. This is Sean Price's Mike Tyson, but Mike spelled like microphone. Album cover homage. CGC 98, $430. That's a big sale, man, for one of these hip hop ones, man.
I mean, you're surprised, man. There's a whole culture around these hip hop variants, and people love collecting these. And some go for big money.
Yeah, dude. But again, I've seen some other hip hop covers that haven't seen as much love, hitting such numbers. CGC 98's hitting $430 for Monsters Unleashed #3. That's pretty impressive, man. So check your collections, guys. If you still have one of these laying around, man, and it looks like a 9/8 contender, you can make some coin on this one. I did not expect this one to sell at this price. So when I saw this, I was like, damn, pretty interesting. But yeah, that's where it's at. Monsters Unleashed #3.
Could be someone that needed to have it to complete their collection.
Could be, man. But yeah, it is what it is. $430 for a CGC 98 of Monsters Unleashed 3. Now we shift gears. We're going to Detective Comics over on the DC side, and this being issue 583. We go back to 1988. This one being a newsstand copy. Now, what's interesting, of course, this book gives us the first appearance of Scarface and the ventriloquist, but CGC 98 in a newsstand selling at $450. The newsstand to direct percentages in the 80s was not as it is when you get to the later and early 2000s, right? But still a premium on this because it sold for $450, whereas the direct hovers around the 200 mark. You know what I mean? So it is interesting to see that people are still paying such a premium on these newsstands. Great book. That's definitely not a knock on the book whatsoever.
Right.
But yeah, man, very interesting on the sale.
Definitely key issue. And newsstand. Those 2 boxes checked right there.
Yep. Yeah, Magnolia, man. I love the cover, dude. The cover is amazing. That goes without saying. Dan Delatorre's in the house. What's going on, Dan, man? Appreciate you being here, sir. But Detective Comics 583 in the newsstand. CGC 98, $450. Up next, Mike Zeck, bro. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But Mike Zeck, Captain America Annual, issue #8, takes us to 1986. First appearance of Overrider and Tess 1. It is, of course, a Mike Zeck cover. CGC 98 selling for $266. This was on Key Collectors trending 20 this week, which was rather interesting. But I feel like when it comes to Mike Zeck is known for doing so many amazing covers, whether it be Secret Wars, whether it be so many titles, dude. Captain America itself. I always felt like this Captain America annual was so underappreciated by Mike Zeck. Am I the only one that feels that way? Because I think this cover is sick, dude. Mike
No,
Zeck
it
did an
is a cover.
amazing job.
I think I have this, man.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Dude, I feel like everybody's got one of these in their collection. They have to. Yeah, you see, Ozzy's got it. Ozzy's got the appreciation.
Nice.
One of Zek's favorite covers, of course.
Ozzy knows.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, Zek is legendary, guys. So many great books that we could talk about with Zek when it comes to covers for sure. But I don't know, man. I feel like this one might be a little underappreciated when it comes to his best covers of all time.
Wolverine looks great.
Absolutely. So does Cap, man. So does Cap. But yeah, so comic book corner saying it does not matter when a newsstand was produced, whatever does not sell that is a newsstand can be returned for full credit, whereas direct copies can't be returned and stores are stuck with them. So that's interesting. Derek saying I want one of these signed because Zek doesn't do cons anymore. Yeah, that would be amazing, dude. T Jones, I love this cover. I had the poster as a kid. It's so good, man. So good. One of my, I feel like it's a underrated Mike Zeck cover. So happy to see that this sold. I have no idea why it's trending and why it's on Key Collectors trending 20. But what I do know is that it is amazing Mike Zeck cover, and I'm happy to see this on their list for that reason. So CGC 9.8 selling at $266. Moving on though. Yes. Peter Porker, The Spectacular Spider-Ham, issue 12. Again, 1986. First appearance of Galactopus. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that.
Oh, yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Well, I got you covered, baby, because we got the first appearance of Galactopus and King Pig. And if you want to see what Galactopus looks like, there you have it.
Nice.
Galactopus. Booyah.
Let's
I know
go.
you're a Galactus guy. But
You need to send me that. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt, bro.
Absolutely. I will happily send it to you. But you also got to include some King Pig. Yeah.
Oh
look at
my
that.
God. King
Look at
Pig.
that. Galactopus steals the show.
Look at the thing. That's funny.
Right? There's so many wild characters that came out of this entire run, guys. Like just within the first issue, you could see on the cover, like there's the Captain America character, Ghost Rider. There's so many amazing ones, but the amount of characters are always fun to look at. CGC 96 sold for $185. Baker Shaker this week. I got to give a shout out, man, to the boys of Comic Kingpins, man. Back when I started YouTube, that's where I was at. It was with the Comic Kingpins. They welcomed me in with open arms, and I love those guys to death. Now, one thing that Face brought to my attention, for those of you who remember FaceTime, he brought up Galactopus. And when he told me about Galactopus, I was like, no, you're kidding me. I got to find this book. Ever since he brought it to my attention, I have read the entire series of Peter Porker, The Spectacular Spider-Ham because of Face. And I can't thank him enough, man. It was one of the most wild, fun reads I ever read. The Galactopus stuff, yo, this shit. When I saw this, I was on the floor. I'm like, yo, this is so funny. And yeah, man, I think it's great. Now, of course, you know, the 25th anniversary border playing, I guess, a bit of factor here. By no means is anyone picking this up for the first appearance of Galactopus and King Pig. 3396 is on the census. Such a funny book. Such a fun book in general. And yeah, man, I love this. I love seeing this. I still need one. I still need to pick this up.
I hear that. I second you on that.
Yeah. And I know you're a huge Galactus guy, right?
Yeah, I love Galactus.
Yeah. So yeah, I think if let me get one first, and if I find another one, I'll get you one because I need this
I'm be
in my
hunting,
life.
bro.
I need this in my life. But yeah, all right. Moving on from the Galactopus stuff. Vigilante 36. I ain't gonna spoil anything, guys. I promise you, I'm not spoiling anything. But if you see these two characters here and this being a sale, I'm sure you could put two and two together. Vigilante 36 takes us to 1986. First meeting of Vigilante and Peacemaker. CGC 98, $229. Cover price daily shaker. Highest sale recorded to date. As you can see, some love for Vigilante and, of course, Peacemaker. I mean, the season's going on. We have Peacemaker. Did something happen? I will not say, but I think you could piece it together. That being said, Peacemaker has been wonderful. It is not season 1. Season 2, what we anticipated and expected, came to fruition. It happened. And I will say it was kind of a slow burn. I feel like season 2 was a bit of a slow burn. Good payoff.
But it was interesting to see where it was heading, you know? I mean, I think so.
Yeah, no, for sure. And once it happened, it was like, yes, okay, finally we're here. And of course, we also get another cameo within the show that was very big. And now we understand why it's tying together to Superman, etc. So there's a lot happening that I'm really excited about. Peacemaker has been absolutely amazing. So I encourage everyone to watch it. Again, there's a reason why this even sold.
I think this is pretty cheap for this. Slabbed 9.8, 229. I think that's cheap.
It was going for way cheaper up until, of course, last week. So, yeah. So with that being said, Vigilante 36, first meeting of Vigilante and Peacemaker in a CGC 98, $229. Alex, you have done enough for me, sir. Take a bow. Thank you. I appreciate you, but it is not necessary. But still, just because you did that, Travis wants to say thank you.
I'm all gas, no brakes. Yarami!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And when converted, of course, to Canadian funds, it's pretty good. You are a big help, my friend. A big help. Thank you so much, dude. Again, I appreciate it. No, by no means did you need to do that. All right, moving on from Vigilante. Spawn 216, Michael Baker. I hope you are still here. We go to 2012 with this one. It is a limited edition sketch cover by McFarlane with only 29 CGC 98s on the census for this one. CGC 98, $510 US. Baker Shaker this week. What would a week be without, Michael Baker showing me a Spawn book? I think we're just gonna make a Spawn portion for Michael Baker on the show, but very interesting. This cover was available as a regular cover, right? A cover A, and the sketch cover being limited edition. Not many sales, and when we were tracking the sales, Michael Baker and myself noticed that there were 3 sales that took place this week, and prior to that, like, we're going a little while back. So I have no idea why 3 copies sold this week, but to give you an example, this 9/8 sold at $510 US, and the raw copy that sold was at $300. So,
wow,
yeah,
this is going to go up.
Yeah, giving you a clearer picture on, the raw versus the slab. So 300 in a raw is pretty impressive, and then 510 for the 9/8. I know Michael Baker was hoping to hear about this one over on Thursday's Shaker show at Covrprice, but yeah, here we are talking about it now, and I know Michael Baker really, really loves this one. So shout out to Michael Baker for this one. Yeah, shocked that Michael Baker found it. Spawn 216 in a CGC 98, the limited edition sketch cover by McFarlane, $510.
Pop kill.
Let's take a moment. Pop kill. Issue number 2. That's being 2025. The Will Jack web store skirt pop virgin that is limited to $600. CGC 98 just sold for $188 US. It is a cover price daily shaker. Highest sale recorded so far. I can't help but feel like this every time I see a Will Jack cover. This is basically me.
Mama!
Never fails. Never fails. Dude, You remember the Vampirella, right? The Vampirella, that one exploded from New York Comic Con. It's been the thing. It's been the Will Jack thing, man.
Will
And
Jack
it worked.
crushes it, man. Like I watch his live streams when he's doing art, on whatnot, and those sales aren't recorded, because if they were recorded, these books would be higher in value, because people just go crazy bidding on whatnot. Like, I don't understand. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
So is the hype Will Jack, or is Pop Kill that good?
Pop Kill's a good read, man. I actually enjoyed it, but no, clearly everybody's here for the view.
The covers, right?
Yeah,
all his covers. I mean, you thought Nathan Zerdy was pushing out sexy covers and stuff, but Will Jack is, I don't know. I just love all his covers.
Yeah, he's been bringing it, man. He's been bringing it. But yeah, so Pop Kill number 2, this Will Jack web store Virgin Skirt Pop that was limited to 600, sold in a CGC 98 for only $188. I say only because who knows where this goes moving forward. Cover Price Daily Shaker, highest sale recorded to date on their website. Guys, that was the market. It is time we get a little bit spicy and get into the hot topics. And then we also have a giveaway, so stick around. Love, for the last time. You ready, bro?
I'm ready this time.
Vámonos! Yeah, it's the hot topics, man. It was a very interesting week. Something that I kind of knew about did happen, and it is going to happen. Some people are pretty disgruntled about it. Big sale as well on original art that is about to take place. Let's dive into some of these all together, guys. So the first topic tonight, New York Comic Con is around the corner, guys. We're just a few weeks away from that. I think it's 2 to be exact. CGC New York Comic Con exclusive. We saw them do this with Superman 680, if I'm not mistaken, with that crypto cover. That was their first exclusive. And here we have another exclusive that is being done by Peach Momoko for Avengers 31. This is a CGC variant that is free with a CGC submission, but do be aware that it is 1 per submission per show while supplies last. So there's only 3,000 of these. So you're basically getting 1 of 3,000. That being said, CGC with another exclusive variant. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it'll help offset the premium that they charge for con grading.
Yeah, dude. Is that the case?
Yeah, they charge extra for for the turnaround.
Really? They're charging that much more? Give me an example. You have.
Well, I know, and I've heard of people getting charged. There's a YouTuber that he got to the con early so that he can make the CGC line first, and he mentioned that there is a premium to get your books graded at a con. Not sure what it is. Maybe it's the fast track price. Fast track. Well, for me, fast track is like $11. I'm not sure what on the other plans, but I have like a dealer account.
Yeah. Maybe they'll get through a New York Comic Con without a fight breaking out this year. But wasn't there
there, right? I don't think Peach is going to be there. Is Peach going to be there?
So I think Peach Momoko is going to be there. I remember them announcing just recently that there was, I think John Bernthal or somebody had to back out. And I think Momoko is making her way. Let me check. Wow. Peach Momoko.
Let's see if we get a couple of years ago, she basically stopped doing signings because there was issues.
Really?
I think a lot of the vendors were making the line before the actual people were, and she had limitations on everybody. But I don't know. She had a problem with the line. I don't know what happened. They ended up stopping it.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna check to see if Momoko was gonna be there. I feel like I saw something related to Momoko being there.
Well, she was.
I don't know.
She was at San Diego Comic Con in Malaga.
Oh, really? Okay, hold on. So Peach Momoko.
That just happened this weekend. Today was the last day.
No way! I had no idea.
Yep, we'll be there next year. We'll be doing live. This is the Black Crown Weekly Comic Wrap Up live in Malaga, Spain.
I wish to do such things, man. It is hard, man. I will say, like, fuck. I would love to go live from a con or something. You know what I mean? But who knows? We'll see. Maybe something in the works down the line.
You never know. A Terrificon for a reunion.
If you promise to join me,
Terrificon. I surely will go to Terrificon.
we should all just go live and shoot the shit. I think that would be amazing. We don't need no slides, no nothing. Let's just hang out, man. Bunch of guys, maybe one girl, talking comics. But yeah, man, CGC New York Comic Con exclusive. Again, just putting this out there. Here we have another one. It's funny. I saw some people, including some YouTubers, sending their CGC exclusives to PSA, and that was hilarious. So shout out to everybody that did that. I found that to be super funny, man. Super funny. But we got casting news, guys, and this is why I didn't put it on the market report. But yeah, it's most likely going to be on the top 10 this week, or possibly. I don't think it's going to make the Shakers. I see it making the top 10. Marvin Jones III has been cast as Tombstone in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think visually this is he's got the look. You know what I mean? I feel like
100%.
He totally
the first thing. Like they picked the right person.
Yeah, I saw a lot of copies moving of Web of Spider-Man 36. I feel like almost everybody's got the first appearance of Tombstone in their collection because it's been a very cheap book for the longest time. And I was shocked because even after the release of the Spider-Man video game where Tombstone was in there, Mr. Negative and many other characters as well, I thought, we would see some traction. We saw even in the Spider-Man animated film, was it not Beyond? It was Across the Spider-Verse. Was it Across? I forget which one was the first one. Anyway,
I can't keep up.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I thought that we would see a jump from there, and we did see a slight one. But anyways, now the casting's pretty much confirmed in the film, so that's very good news. I'm excited to see Tombstone in live action, so let's go, baby. I think this is great casting.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, man. Anthony in the chat, man. Anthony Penza saying, nice guy. Met him at a con some years back. That's real cool, man. Which con, if you don't mind me asking? Let us know in the chat. JD saying he was in DC's Black Lightning TV series. Don't recall. I'll Google that afterwards though, because I can't remember. They're using voice actors for live action roles more often nowadays. It makes a lot of sense, and I think it works, dude. I think for me the voice is actually very important. Like visually, I feel like it could be worked. You know what I mean? We can figure that shit out. The voice needs to slap, man. And yeah, I dig. Good casting, and let's buckle up. I think this ends up on the top 10. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if you guys saw video game stuff, but Marvel's Wolverine is coming out, man. And that's dropping late 2026. We got the trailer just a few days ago, and holy shit, this game is gonna be rated mature for sure. Just look at that. The claws right through the skull, dude, from under the jaw. My God, right through the throat into the brain. This is wild, dude.
Ouch.
Right? The game looks great. Look, I have a lot of faith in such stuff. I think the Spider-Man video games were amazing, and I have no doubt that they're gonna do amazing with Wolverine as well. The game looks so fun. I cannot wait for this, and God, the trailer was so good. Anthony saying it was in Chicago where he met him. Can't remember which con, but it was happening at the same time as C2E2. Oh, okay, so it wasn't C2.
Probably Motor City Comic Con, maybe.
Could be. But yes, so the Wolverine game. If you guys missed the trailer, go check it out, man. I'm not allowed to show you guys, I guess. Every time I show something, I end up getting a strike or whatever. So, but do check it out. It was amazing. It looks amazing. Can't wait for the release in late 2026. And yeah, if I miss a couple Sunday shows, I might be playing. I'm just letting you know. Guys, Christmas is coming. That's right. And it ain't Santa Claus that's delivering to the comic shops. It's Image. Yeah, look what Image is doing. Starting December 24th, 2025. All new Image trade paperbacks and graphic novels will be exclusive to comic shops for 27 days before hitting bookstores, Amazon, or digital. This new system turns supply chain challenges into a special early access window, making comic shops the only place fans can get new Image collections first. That is badass. That is great news for comic shops. That is just amazing to hear. 27 days. I know it doesn't sound like a lot of time for you guys, but for the fans that are excited to pick these up, don't want to wait and want to give these a read, etc., making those pre-orders, this is great news, man. Comic shops need such movement as such action as such, where the comic shops are getting all the love. They're gonna get all the books first, and then after that, we go out and you can get it on Amazon, you can get it wherever, all that jazz. I'm happy to hear this. I think this is great news. Love, I don't know how you feel about that.
That's the way it should be, man. It's
Yeah.
almost like waiting for a movie to come out on Blu-ray. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man. I hope that Marvel, DC, and everyone else follows suit, man. Because I think it's huge. I think it's huge for comic shops, man, especially on the trade paperback game, the graphic novels. Like, dude, I have a lot of friends, man, that they read comics, but they don't pick up actual physical comics. They wait until the trade paperback, or they'll pick up the graphic novels, etc. So these are all great incentives to get people back into comic shops, man. And there's a huge market for this. So. And I don't even need to explain that to you guys. I know you're all very well aware.
Yeah, they all know. They all know.
Yeah, but I'm happy to hear this. Shout out to Image, man, for doing this, and I really hope that we do see Marvel, DC, and others follow suit. I think this is wonderful. But anyways, very sad news, guys. It's being delayed. That's right. The ever so amazing and highly anticipated The Monster and the Wolf Blind Bag by Mark Spears is now being delayed by 1 week and is releasing October 8th. Is this breaking news? No, it's not. But it is going to be put out there tonight because, I'm sure you've seen this elsewhere as well. But just wanted to remind those who may have missed out that if you're looking to pick this up at your LCSs this week, it'll be pushed by 1 week. And, Mark Spears had a wonderful sit down with Matt and John from Covrprice over on Wednesday. If you guys missed out on that interview, I really do encourage you to check it out. It was so awesome to see how open he was, happily willing to discuss about, the nitty gritty, the stuff that goes on within, the industry on his side as well, the preparation and all this stuff. You could tell he really cares about this, and doing this really like in the proper manner. And I don't know. Did you have a chance to see it at all? The interview?
Yeah, I saw it actually. I even asked a question that didn't get asked. Because I know that in April he did the Huntsville Expo, and that happens to be his hometown. And I was trying to get Matt and John to ask him, like, how did he feel about, being at a con in his hometown? Did people recognize him? But they never asked. But I enjoy all of Mark Spears' interviews. I learned a lot about him through Brian's YouTube Beyond Wednesdays.
Yeah, man.
He has him on there quite a lot. So
yeah, exactly. Shout out to
he's just on there.
Yeah, literally, he was last night.
Yeah.
I caught that. Again, great conversation. I love when Mark is both on Beyond Wednesday and, of course, doing interviews elsewhere, because he really opens up, man. He seems like just a genuine guy that you could have a couple beers with and just shoot the shit. You know what I mean? And it was great conversation. Yes, it's being delayed a week, but I'm with Derek on this one, man. I'll wait a week as long as it's done right. That's all I care about. There's a ton of covers. There's 13 golden tickets, of course, that you definitely want to hunt, and I think that's what makes this more appealing, right? A lot of people are chasing these. Bison saying he ordered 100 of these. Dear Lord.
Nice. I got
Dear
60.
Lord.
I got 60 from Comic Nation.
I thought I was crazy for ordering like 6, and here I am looking like a chump next to all of you guys. But yeah, man, I'm excited to get these as well. But we're gonna have to wait one more week, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm cool with that. Yep, let's do it right. Yep.
And he also said too that they worked on the sorting. We were talking about that backstage. How like let's say with Battle Beast, you'd see you got another blank. You know what I mean? They worked out the sorting so that there's like even distribution or whatever of the
Yeah.
stuff.
Exactly. If it was a 2-month delay, that would have been shitty. Like that, big time shitty. But like 1 week, guys, don't freak out. It's chill. Yeah, Alex, we'll see. We're all right. We're all right. I don't feel so bad. 2 to rip, 3 to flip. Look at that, man. The guys bust the rhymes in the chats right here. 2 to rip, 3 to flip. Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, man. So 1 week on that one. This, guys, I don't know if anyone's keeping an eye out for this. I'm watching this shit like a hawk because this shit's already, you can buy my house almost for this price right now. With the buyer's premium, the house is yours. Take the keys, bro. Batman 423 original art is for sale. It's so wild because I saw a video where the owner was walking around with this at a con. And like Todd McFarlane was there. He was pointing out like, yep, this is the real one, blah, 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 etc. It was wicked. There's 19 days left. And I checked this earlier today. It was at 512,000. I have no idea what it's at right now, but I'm sure if I check it
It's
right
still
now.
at that price.
Is it?
Yeah, it's still at that price. I've been refreshing it all day.
Yo, it's crazy, man, to see $512,000 for this right now. I do think it's gonna go to the moon. There's 19 days left on this one, man.
Yeah, but with the buyer's premium, it's $640,000. Oh, it says it right there on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I used Laura's Bird City credit and ordered 300 blind bags. No shit, that's wild, dude. 3 mil for sure. Yeah, dude. If it goes to the millions, I would not be surprised. Comic Book Corner, Armin saying, "Holy crap! I remember the owner was walking around with this. Which con was it? I'm trying to remember which con it was, but yeah, I had seen the video, man. It's crazy.
You saw the video with Tom McFarlane saying, "Hey, this is the owner about the original art."
Yeah. Oh, dude, I had no idea that the guy passed away, man, last year. All of
Get
his
out of
collection.
here! Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, he was young. I remember I saw that.
Yeah,
he
he
was a
looked
young
young.
guy, dude. Holy cow,
Oh,
man. Condolences to him and his family, man. I had no idea. I wish I could afford this. I think we all do. Alex, dude, this is insane. 512 is where it's at. Let's see where this one ends off, man. Let's see. But yeah, I'm excited. So next week we'll be 7 days closer to this, so we'll get a better idea of where we're getting to, and then the week after we're gonna be closing in on that. So yeah, the next 2 weeks are gonna be fun, man. I can't wait. Can't wait. But anyways, moving on from the original art, this shit, I read this and pissed me the hell off. And I knew it was coming. It's been talked about already. So this is not news, but it is going to happen. Stan Lee is making his return to Comic-Con, but he's returning entirely through AI. That's right. You could see on the left-hand side there. LA Comic-Con is where it's taking place. I hate this idea that they're doing this, even after the man has passed, and even after, especially having seen. Have you seen that documentary on how he was like kind of treated towards the end?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. But yeah, I like you seen the ones for like Tupac and stuff, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I can see this happening. Well, I think I saw on an Instagram post from LA Comic-Con where they had the booth at, but I didn't get to see any videos of this yet.
I hate this, bro. I hate this so much. Let the guy rest. You know what I mean? Like, just let it be. I understand that Stan Lee, especially within the MCU, very much became the face of Marvel. Whether we want to admit that or not, with his cameo appearances, everybody who saw Stan Lee, man, had nothing but love for Stan Lee. And even the casuals, like my wife, every time Stan Lee would make a cameo in a movie, would be like, "Oh my god, there he is! Oh my god!"
You always look for his cameos.
Yeah, exactly. Steve was watching just Thor Ragnarok. You remember him with the scissors, ready to cut Thor's hair, etc. So it was always a treat. It was always nice to see. But this, man, I think is too much, and I really do not want to see this. I think it is horrible for them to be doing this. I hope people walk by this booth booing the hell out of it. Like, yo, shut this down.
I
I miss Stanley, of course. I'm sure many people do. I miss him as a fan. I don't miss him as a friend. You know what I mean? I don't. We didn't know him like that, but respectfully, I think this is a no.
I mean, if this had to happen, I would choose Stanley, honestly, because he's very iconic, in the scene of, in the comic book scene, more than anybody, I think.
Absolutely. I don't disagree. But again, with AI, I don't think it's necessary.
It's weird. It's a little weird.
Yeah, delivery for Tony Stank. Yeah, man. I miss the cameos too, bro, but we don't need this. I remember they were talking. I think the original talk was about having his cameos still continue via AI or whatever. And no, it's a big no. Like, just it's okay. Let's move on. Let the guy rest.
If his family's getting a check, if his estate is getting a check every time he appears in a Marvel movie, maybe that's a good way to. I don't know. I don't know the inner workings of all of that. But like,
I'm not even at that. I'm not okay with it. I don't even think his family should make that kind of coin by like if I was his family, I'd step up and be against that. You know what I mean? Be like, nah, like it's fine. I'm sure he's left behind a wonderful amount for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm curious to see how people are going to handle this once they see it at the con. We'll see. All right, man. Here's a big topic, man. I don't know if you saw this, dude. Fake remarks on the Bay. That's right. Swagger has put out an amazing video about this, breaking it down rather quickly. But just to dive into it, there's a seller on eBay that is selling books, but his wording on some of these are just he plays I don't want to say the innocent card because he knows what he's doing, you know what I mean? But here's what's happening. A prime example is Invincible #1 right here, this being a convention exclusive splatter signature by Ryan Otley with the Koa remarked. Now, reading the title, you think that that's what it is, right? That this is all Ryan Otley from top to bottom, but that's not the case. The Ryan Otley is the signature. He did that, but then the guy who is selling did the remark on this, right? So now he sells it for a premium at $599. If you were selling this book with just the signature, it would be significantly lower, right? We'll call it even at $250, right? Or $300. Throw on the remark.
100 cheaper.
Yeah. Throw on that remark, and now he's throwing up the price to $599. And here we are. He's playing the game. If you zoom in, actually, right under where the remark is, it literally says, like, like when somebody does an homage cover, like after Todd McFarlane, and this kind of says the same thing. It's like after Otley. And I think that that's very shitty. It's not the first time this happens. We saw some fake stuff with the Battle Beast stuff in just not too long ago. Now, here's a feedback one that I found interesting, and it says somebody left a review saying got rejected at authentication guarantee for a fake autograph. Seller said it was a consignment card and had no knowledge of it. Card was returned and I was refunded. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. My ass, bro. This is sleazy. Agreed, Chiapet, 100%. This is full of shit, in my opinion. He 100% knows what he's doing. Yes, Derek. It's so shady, bro. It is so shady. I beg everybody, and especially those that have, that are newer to the hobby. Steve, example, let's say might go on eBay and look at such a thing, might be a fan of an artist thinking that this is something that is legitimate. Clearly not the case. The guy's fucking around with shit and making it in a sense where it seems like the artist is actually the one that's doing these things. Don't get me wrong. The guy on his page has some nice remarks, some legitimate, some not so legitimate, it seems to be. So again, this is a prime example as to why we need to keep our eyes peeled and just maybe be cautious, be careful on certain things, because this could happen to anybody. You know what I mean? Like
easy.
somebody innocent could just come across this thinking that this is legitimate and make the purchase when it's not the case. Sure, the Ryan Otley signature might be legit, but everything else about this is not.
Yeah, no. It's so easy to do this too, you know. You get the person to sign, and then you get someone else to remark, you know, and then you submit it and hope that they, you know, add the remark to Otley's signatures.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not the first time we're seeing this. It has happened before, but it's a prime example of, you know, the shittiness and the shadiness still continues on, you know, the aftermarket, etc. So just something to be weary about, be cautious about. Sorry, because I saw the video, I was watching it, and I was like, man, this sucks, dude. Like, Swag does it his way, and he does a phenomenal job of calling this out. He's one of the best in the game, 100%. I couldn't help but sit there and be like, I want to punch my screen, bro. Like, this is so full of it.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, but yeah, man, absolutely wild. Just be careful, man. When you see morons like this, just scroll past it. But guys, that was the show. We do have a giveaway for all of you. We'll bring in Steve. Steve, what's up, bro?
What's going on?
Nah, you're still here, my guy. Still rocking.
Always.
I love you, man. I appreciate you doing this. You don't have to do that, but let's roll with the giveaway. I didn't tell anybody what the giveaway was at the start of the show because, like I said, you never know how we're gonna roll, bro. If you want to know, we want to keep up to date, check out Love for Comics Instagram, check out my Instagram. That's where we're gonna start keeping those who follow up to date. And of course, once we go live, surprise, here you go. So with that being said, Love for Comics, what are we giving away tonight, bro? Let's go.
Psych.
Psych. Oh baby, yes, prostate exam time. Steve in the green room. So we're giving away this set. All three
to one person.
Oh, she. Now we remember exactly what this is, guys. We were talking about this over on the FOC a few weeks back, and for New Comic Book Day on Covrprice. All three of these books all have kind of like the birthday cards, right? When you open them up, it'll sing you a song. This one,
we're gonna open them up. Well, we collect the. They're getting all three sealed, so I'm gonna open up other copies just so that they can. Actually, I'll keep these.
I want to hear what it does, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna demo it.
Yeah, but just
know that the copies that you're gonna get, that you're gonna receive, that you're gonna win, they're gonna be fresh copies. They're not gonna be opened or anything. Even though I think this has like a resealable thing.
I just gotta give you a shout out for the Wicked Mega Man T-shirt.
Oh, you like that?
I like it. I love that. That is amazing.
He's eating ramen.
Plowing through ramen. Look at it. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. I hit up Chinatown on Friday. No, not on Friday. On Thursday, bro. And had some ramen. I think I picked a bad spot, bro. Bad spot. No. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened to me. Friday?
Where did you go?
I have no idea what it was called. Okay, here we go. Let's hear it.
I like the back cover, too. Look at the back cover.
Bro, it looks stunning, dude. Is that like cardstock?
Yeah, it's cardstock.
Yeah, done. I want it. Oh, nice, dude. Hey, the cover is sick. Love that. I love it. If anybody slabs this, you're kind of screwing yourself. I will.
Yeah, I don't think you could slab it because it's like raised, you know. Yeah, I don't think you should slab it.
No, you could. Should? No, I wouldn't.
Definitely not. So yeah, fun cover. All right, this is the Autobot emblem. So hashtag for this it should be rollout.
I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing, bro. Hashtag roll out. Let's go. Start collecting right now. Steve, come on, Steve. Steve's building his short box, guys. He's trying to fill his first short box.
All right,
I'm not gonna win anyway, so
If you win, I will laugh. I will be
I'm
honest.
never gonna win.
No,
Never say never,
bro.
man.
Never say never.
Beginner's
All
luck.
right.
This is
Hashtag
the Void Rivals.
Roll out. Yeah, the Void Rival. Yeah, so that's the thing, bro. I obviously Autobots. I get it. But what's this do? Is it do the same sound? Are they all doing the same
That's
sound?
what I want to know. This thing is. So I'm glad I'm giving you guys sealed copies because this thing is a little difficult.
Guys, 28 entries, 49 watching. Either you're sleeping or you don't want this.
Nice. This is a white one.
I like that.
It's different.
That's okay. It's like
Work.
come on. Nice. We're such
One
nerds.
is, and the other one's like.
I'm clipping that, bro. I am clipping that. It's gonna be your intro every time you come in.
No, intro is.
Yeah,
And the outro is.
there you go. Makes more sense.
Guys, make sure you hit the like button, please.
Can Canada even receive a comic during the strike? Good question. Yes, we can. Just don't send it via Canada Post. What a mess.
I'm gonna give these away on my Whatnot show next time I do one. So keep an eye out. Follow me on Instagram.
Yes, please do so. And like I said, the Whatnot, I give my shout out to you. I give my shout out to Ozzy. I give my shout out to many of you guys because you're selling some wild, amazing things on your Whatnot platforms. This guy right here is on another level. Ozzy.
That's right.
Jesus.
Ozzy, he's at the apex.
Yeah. I gotta sell my house to buy his collection.
We got Comic Corners. They're coming in.
Yeah. It's true. Armin just started, dude.
Yeah, he likes it.
Good for him, man.
This is nice. Purple. Decepticon.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. See if I can do this right.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I wonder how many creases this thing's gonna have.
Well, it has a few because of the sound. The sound thing is right here.
Yep.
But this is like, I don't think you should grade this. This is more like, just to have fun with it. You know what I got that's like this? The Godzilla and King Kong one.
I'd keep that book next to me at all times so that like when my wife talks to me and just like annoys me, I just keep opening and closing the book.
Or put it in a top loader or a comic capsule, and I think it'll look great on the wall.
It'll look great, yeah, but I want to use it to annoy my wife is why I want the book. That's the best $20.
like those things that you could buy that you basically, once you pull it, it keeps on going, even if you throw it on the floor. Or you can hide it, like it makes a cricket sound. Cricket, cricket. Drive people crazy.
All right, are we gonna roll out for real or what? Let's do this. All right,
robots, roll out.
A Tarzan book with his calling sound would be amazing. Amazing. I would love to see that. I don't even care for a Tarzan comic until right now. Like, yeah. I would do the scream if the kids weren't sleeping. I would totally do the scream right now. But all right, 31 entries. I appreciate every single one of you who entered. So I'm going to share the screen, and we shall see who's going to take home the amazing set that makes the ever so awesome noises of the Transformers. So 31, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see who's taking it home. Drum roll. It is going to Comic Ozzy's winning it. Booyah!
$2 you win, Ali.
GG Comic Ozzy.
Did that play properly? I feel like it didn't.
No, I
It did.
didn't.
It did.
Yeah,
Yeah, it did.
I'm doing it again.
$2, you win, Ali.
Love the fade.
GG,
I love the
Ozzy.
fade.
I'm gonna hit you
And-
up on the gram.
So-
Ozzy.
We just finished talking about the strike. You know where that book is going now, right?
Where?
Mail it in, guys. Mail it in.
Mama.
Oh yes, yes. Congrats, Ozzy.
GG,
Um,
Ozzy.
Love for comics, bro. I appreciate you so much,
Well
man, for
deserved.
doing this. Again, hits me up at the beginning of the month. He's like, yo, I'm calling the last spot of the month to come and do a giveaway. And I appreciate you so much, bro.
You're welcome, man. I love coming on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I love having you on the show. Steve, I love having you as well. We're
Thanks
learning
so much.
about you as we go. You're learning about the hobby as you go. So it's always good times, man. Steve, thank you so much for coming to hang out tonight. Love, one more time, remind the people where they could find you. I've got some links in the description of this video, but remind.
Yeah, for up-to-date information, definitely Instagram, love for comics _com. Also, I'm on Whatnot. Love for Comics is my username. I have about 4,000 items in the shop. Don't be afraid of the prices. I love bundling stuff. I love making deals. So make sure you reach out to me and just tell me what you want, and we'll come up with a number that's comfortable for you. What do you call the number? Is don't purchase it outright. Definitely hit me up always, because there's a lot of room to play with. And also, one more thing: if you or someone you know is having issues with prostate cancer, point them in my direction. I run a support group that runs every first and third Wednesday of the month. But this month we ran it every week because this is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. So if you guys want to know more information about prostate cancer and stuff like that, I'm your guy. Make sure you hit me up, and yeah, we'll welcome you or your friends to the support group. They can come in as a fly on the wall, keep their video off, their mic off, and if they feel comfortable and want to ask questions or look to gain support, they can do so. And it's every first and third Wednesday of the month. And you can visit mancavehealth.org for more information on that.
Yeah. I love that you do this, bro. I can't stress it enough how much I appreciate the fact that you do that. And it's huge of you. Absolutely huge. You're constantly doing nothing but great things, man. So shout out to you. Yep, card show in Laval this weekend if you're in the area. So definitely check that out. Guys, tomorrow night, come hang out with myself and the crew. We're going live over on Covrprice's website at 9 p.m. YouTube page, 9 p.m. Eastern time with the top 10 books that sold within the week. And of course, on Tuesday, we're back at it with the new Comic Book Day show, where we're going to run through the books that are dropping on the Wednesday to let you guys know before you go what you might want to pick up, first appearances, all that stuff. Of course, Wednesday night, Comics Covered is there with another interview with Matt and John. I'm not too sure who the guest is, but keep an eye out for that. And on Thursday, we've got the Shakers, of course, with Laura, Marty, Gabe, and Chris, bringing you guys those books that shook on the aftermarket. Some crazy sales, of course, to keep an eye out for. So every single show from Monday to Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And if you don't make it over to Covrprice, well, I hope to see you again next week, because I'll be back with another guest going live at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Steve, you better be there as well.
Always.
Don't be late. Have a great week, guys. We will see you. Adios.